the tactics of confusion are so lucrative now and they're so widely used. One of the ones I like to talk about is telecommunications. I mean, what is a gigabyte actually supposed to cost? Who knows? They tell you the numbers that they want you to think, but what is kind of riddled throughout that sector is good old-fashioned behavioral psychology. They want you to pick this number and not those numbers, and so they'll give you three options where one of them, stands out to you quite nicely, and that's the one they want you to pick. But, the idea that a gigabyte should cost, $10 or $20, nobody knows. And so people just go along with it. In India, a gigabyte costs basically nothing because in 2016, this company called Jio came along and built their whole new infrastructure and just decided to disrupt it themselves. There's issues with that idea. But the problem is the structures that we are really relying on are only one or two steps away from getting the arse blown out of them by a disruptor. And the confusion is kind of just passed around. And it's frustrating, I think, to see as it happens. I mean, we've all been there. You kind of just go, what is this charge? Like, why is there some sort of service fee and a handling fee? Why, if I wanted to buy a ticket to go to a show, do I have to have a ticket processing fee if it's a digital one on my phone? What's going on here? And you kind of have no recourse, nowhere to turn, nowhere to share your frustration. And it, unfortunately, the cynic in me and the kind of the grim sort of underlying tone of these videos is that it is inescapable, and all you can try to do is laugh about it. Yes.
For someone like me who has a hard time with all this kind of stuff and is just complete prey to this tactics, what do you call it? The tactics of confusion?
Yeah. That's how it feels. Yeah.
Yeah. How can I avoid getting stuck in this kind of thing? What's the thing that I can start to look for if I'm trying to change my internet provider or trying to get a different phone plan?
Look, the unfortunate thing is they just keep saying shop around, which is fine, but it puts the onus on you. Like, how much time do you have to shop around for insurance, your telecommunications provider, your phone plan? Like, all of these things, one after the other, mortgage, 5 different types of insurance. I kind of talk to people about it as like, the darkest day of your half year. You have to sit down and think about all this stuff. But if you just sort of say, okay, that's my bad day where I'm going to have to do all that, then you'll probably end up saving quite a bit of money by doing it. It's the loyalty. I hate loyalty in our economy. Anything where a business is trying to get you to not look at the competitor for pricing and for service, I really don't like that. So loyalty programs, I don't think are worth it. Pretty much blanket rule there. I know a lot of people are going to be listening to this and saying, well, mine is though, because, it's a credit card that gives me points or because it's an airline that gives me points. And, the ACCC last week said, look, for one of the big supermarkets, we're talking a 0.5 cent discount for every $1. Like, you're giving them a lot of data. You're giving them everything about you on a platter, which then, I don't know anybody who reads the terms and conditions, but they can usually package and on-sell that. And the person that's calling you from a call center trying to hassle you for whatever it is, you've probably given your information to somebody who's then sold it to that person. So the cost is there. It's a bad exchange rate, Here's all my information. What am I getting in return? Some vague notion of reward points somewhere. So I don't like that. I think if it were me and I was sitting down with somebody, I'd say interrogate your loyalty programs and whether or not they're worth it. And try to shop around as best as you can and be as disloyal as possible to businesses.
There's a point in my life where I was just there's a reason why I got financially fucked because I spent a lot of money when I was still drinking and using, but the after effect of one of them is I got lifetime gold status at Corners.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It was pretty good.
That's the exception.
It's fucking close to platinum lifetime. Stop drinking and stop doing all kinds of dumb shit with business class flights. For the first time ever, and for what that means is that when you're traveling with the kids, you board first and you get to the lounge. For the first time ever, yesterday, coming back from Brisbane, they made the first boarding call. I was like, oh, that's us. We get up, boop, you're in the next group, sir. Hang on, what? They've put another fucking tier on top.
Yeah.
I was previously top tier, and now there's an even specialer tier.
Changed the rules of the game halfway through on you. Don't you hate that?